So let's talk about Microsoft, because they aren't just building AI tools anymore. No, they're building the entire factory for what comes next in computing. Today, we're going to break down their massive strategy to create what they're calling the Age of Agents, and really dig into what that means for the future of all software.
Right at the heart of Microsoft's entire vision is this one really powerful phrase. They are betting that the next era of software isn't going to be about us clicking through apps. Instead, it's about delegating outcomes to these intelligent, autonomous agents that just go to work on our behalf. It's a fundamental change in how we're all going to interact with technology.
It's a huge vision, right? But it brings up a super critical question. Going from where we are today to a world run by intelligent agents, that's a massive leap. So how in the world does Microsoft plan to build the bridge to get us from here to there? Let's unpack their blueprint. To really get what Microsoft is building, you first have to understand the problem they're trying to solve. And the problem is this: building enterprise-grade AI today is just incredibly hard. For most companies, the whole landscape is this fragmented, super complex wall that's almost impossible to climb. Just look at the list of skills you need. To build even one modern AI application, you need experts in this whole maze of technologies. We're talking about everything from prompt engineering to setting up vector databases to managing these complex RAG pipelines. That's retrieval augmented generation, by the way. It's what helps keep these models based in reality. It's not one skill, it's like a dozen different specialized jobs, and all this complexity is what's slowing innovation down to a crawl.
So, what's Microsoft's big answer to all this messy complexity? Well, they're building a single, unified platform that's designed to be a complete AI factory. It's called Azure AI Foundry, and you're going to see it's the absolute centerpiece of their entire strategy.
At its core, AI Foundry is what you'd call a platform as a service, or PaaS, and it's built to handle all that messy, complicated plumbing for you. It manages the whole process, from picking a model all the way to running it securely in production, so your developers can actually focus on creating cool stuff, not just managing infrastructure. And what this does is it turns a totally chaotic process into a predictable, almost industrial-grade workflow. You start by exploring this huge catalog to find the perfect model for your job. Then you customize it, you ground it with your own company's private data, and finally, you ship it to production with all the tools you need already built in to watch it and to make it better over time.
And this part is absolutely critical for any big business. AI Foundry is not some experimental playground. It is engineered from the ground up for the enterprise. Things like security, governance, compliance, they aren't add-ons you think about later. They are baked right into the foundation of the platform by default. But, a powerful factory is only half the story. Microsoft's strategy goes way beyond just the pro developers. They're actually providing a tailored AI toolkit for pretty much every single role in a company.
And what's so smart about this is that it creates these specific, easy entry points for everyone. So a data scientist can be in Azure Machine Learning building a totally custom model, while at the same time, a business analyst can be using the low-code Copilot Studio to build their own agent. It's one unified strategy, but with a totally tailored experience for each person. This whole approach gives organizations a spectrum of choice. It lets you make a very deliberate trade-off between speed and how custom you need your solution to be. If you need a highly specialized model for, say, predictive maintenance and you've got the experts, you can build it from scratch. But if you just need to add something standard like real-time translation to your app by tomorrow, you can just plug in a pre-built service. The platform makes all of these paths possible. And when you put it all together, this tailored approach enables a really powerful new way of working. It's one that's designed specifically to bridge that old gap between a central IT department and all the business units out there on the front lines.
They call it the hub and spoke model. Here's how it works. Central IT acts as the hub, and they use AI Foundry to build and manage this secure catalog of pre-approved AI components. Then the business units, they're the spokes, can use low-code tools to safely build their own solutions from that catalog. The result is this amazing system that unleashes AI power across the company without sacrificing that crucial enterprise control. It's the best of both worlds.
Okay, so with that entire foundation in place, let's zoom back out to the big picture. All of these pieces, the factory, the toolkits for everyone, that collaboration model, they're all just the building blocks for something way, way bigger, Microsoft's vision for the future of software itself. This is what they're calling the next evolution of the internet. Just try to imagine a web where you don't just click through websites and fill out forms. Instead, you just delegate a goal, like plan my team's offsite, to an intelligent agent that can go out and coordinate with all the different services it needs to, all on your behalf.
And listen, this future isn't about one single all-powerful AI. No, the real breakthrough here is in what they call multi-agent systems. Think of it like a specialized team of AI workers. You've got a planning agent, a coding agent, a QA agent, and they're all collaborating to automate an entire business workflow from end to end.
Now, for this whole web of agents to actually work, they all need to be able to speak the same language, right? And that's exactly why Microsoft is pushing for open standards, things like MCP, which is basically a common language for agents to talk to each other, and NLWeb, which is kind of like a conversational HTML to make every website understandable to AI. This is a classic platform move. If you help grow the entire ecosystem, you make sure your own tools become absolutely essential.
This whole agentic shift is even going to transform how we build software in the first place. Tools like GitHub Copilot, they're already evolving, and the change is profound. We're moving from a pair programmer that just helps you write code to a peer programmer, an autonomous agent that you can delegate entire features to and actually trust to get them built.
So what's really clear here is that Microsoft is laying the foundation for a fundamental, once-in-a-generation shift in computing. They aren't just selling you AI features. They are building the factory for an entirely agent-centric world. And they are betting big that once that factory is built, everyone is going to want to use their tools to design the future. So the only real question left is, what will you build?